Dear Starseed from Gaia, he is already moving toward you, and everything you endured in the silence of separation was not suffering without purpose. It was the sacred preparation for what is now being set into motion. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I am delivering this transmission directly from the reunion guides, who have called your name into the field of divine love at this exact moment in your journey. You did not stumble upon this message. Your heart called this transmission in because something deep within you already knows the waiting is ending. The one your soul recognized before this lifetime is being guided back, not because time has simply passed, but because both of you have been forged through fire into the versions of yourselves that can finally hold sacred union without breaking it. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to align with divine union and recognize the signs that your twin flame is completing the inner work that separation demanded of him. But here is the first revelation. The pain you carried during separation was never a sign that divine love had abandoned you. It was the reunion guides refining your heart, clearing every wound that would have stood between you and the love that was always meant for yours. This is not content. This is a moment of divine intervention. Your soul has been waiting for this guidance, and the reunion guides are asking you to receive it fully and without resistance. Like this transmission to affirm to the universe that your heart is ready for divine love. Subscribe if you are on the twin flame path and aligning with sacred union. Comment 1111 if you feel your heart awakening to the truth of what is coming, and share this message with someone whose soul is also ready to remember. Your heart knows why you are here, and yet here you are, still standing, still open, still somehow believing even when every storm raged, every shadow lengthened, and every voice, internal and external, tried to convince you to collapse, to close down, to simply stop. You have endured the seasons of doubt, the winters of heartbreak, and the scorching summers of longing. Yet your spirit remains untamed, your hope a quiet, persistent ember glowing in the dark. That resilience is not weakness. It is the very definition of spiritual fortitude. It is the most powerful, most miraculous thing a soul can do in a human body, to choose hope over despair, vulnerability over hardened cynicism, and faith in the unseen over the stark evidence of what has been lost. It is a testament to the indestructible nature of your divine essence, a sacred refusal to surrender the deepest truth of your being. Most people who, after years of trying, finally walk away from the possibility of profound love, do so not out of true disinterest, but because they've been meticulously taught, often from the tenderest age, that needing love signifies a fundamental flaw within them, that the deep, resonant longing echoing in their soul is not a beautiful truth, but a sign of incompleteness, a testament to something being inherently wrong. They are led to believe that the ache, that profound, almost physical yearning you feel at night, when the world outside has silenced its frantic pace, and the house holds only your quiet breath, that this deep ache is undeniable evidence of your own brokenness, your perpetual lack. But what if this widespread belief is a grand illusion, a profound misunderstanding of the soul's language? What if that ache, far from being a flaw or an emptiness, is actually a potent, precise frequency? What if it is a magnificent, unwavering signal your heart has been broadcasting, not as a cry of desperation, but as a quiet, persistent, deeply faithful beacon towards someone whose own soul is already moving, with cosmic inevitability, in your exact direction, guided by the very same unseen thread? It is the soul's GPS, active and unwavering. Because here's the profound truth that the wounded, skeptical, and often exhausted part of you never truly got to hear, never allowed itself to fully absorb. You did not get abandoned. You did not get left behind. You were never truly forgotten in the grand design. On the contrary, you were protected, held in a sacred, energetic cocoon. Every single relationship that faltered, that dissipated like mist before it could truly take root and flourish. Every single person who, despite their perhaps beautiful qualities, simply couldn't resonate with or match the profound depth, the expansive capacity, and the unique light of your soul. Every ambiguous situationship that left you feeling more bewildered, more confused, and more energetically depleted than when it initially began, none of that, not one single instance, was a failure on your part. It was not a sign of your unworthiness or bad luck. It was, in the intricate tapestry of divine timing and energetic alignment, a meticulous process of frequency filtration. The universe, in its boundless wisdom and unwavering love, was not withholding true, sacred love from you. It was, with profound discernment and ultimate protection, refusing to let you settle for a pale imitation, a counterfeit version, or a mere echo of the magnificent, authentic, soul-altering love that was always meant for you. It was a cosmic sorting mechanism, ensuring only the pure, resonant truth could eventually enter your sacred space. And the real thing, that exquisite, resonant union your soul has yearned for, is not merely a distant possibility, but an undeniable certainty. It is coming. It is not arriving because you have finally, through exhaustive effort, managed to fix yourself enough to finally be deemed worthy of it. It is not a reward for having prayed the right prayers with sufficient fervor, or for having manifested with unrelenting intensity, or for having achieved some illusory, perfect standard of self-love that often feels unattainable. No, it is coming because something inherently sacred, something profoundly etched within the divine architecture of this very lifetime, has always contained a magnificent, preordained plan for your tender, resilient heart, a plan so vast, so precise, and so unbreakable that it has never once been canceled, diminished, or even paused, no matter how many times your human mind, reeling from disappointment and disillusionment, might have mistakenly believed it was irrevocably lost or forever delayed. It is an immutable blueprint, a cosmic promise, what you just felt, perhaps as you heard those words, that quiet, almost imperceptible ache in your chest, intertwined with a profound sense of recognition, of an ancient truth resurfacing. That sensation is not sadness. It is not the phantom pain of something lost. It is your soul's unique frequency, your deepest energetic blueprint, remembering with vivid clarity what it consciously chose to come here, to this earthly plane, to receive, to experience, and to embody. It is the echo of a forgotten promise resonating within your very core. If this profound transmission stirred something within you that feels potent and undeniable, yet remains just beyond the grasp of a name, know that the divine love frequency code was meticulously written for this exact moment in your journey, for this precise awakening. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions, designed with crystalline purity and cosmic wisdom, specifically crafted to dissolve the ancient wounds and energetic blockages that have been inadvertently obscuring the path of your divine counterpart, and to powerfully activate the clear, unwavering signal that will draw them closer to you with an accelerating magnetic force. The link to access this powerful resource is in the first pinned comment, but in alignment with the energetic timeliness of these transmissions, it will only remain there for a short time, inviting those ready to answer the call. Now, let's delve deeper into a question that has quietly, or perhaps loudly, plagued the hearts of many. Why have most starseeds, most deeply feeling souls, most of you who have walked through the crucible of love that nearly broke you into irreparable pieces, why have you struggled for what feels like an eternity to receive the very love your heart already intrinsically knows it deserves, the love that is your birthright? It is not because you are somehow inherently flawed, or because you haven't done enough inner work, or because you aren't truly ready on a conscious level. On the contrary, you are profoundly ready. The truth is far more subtle, yet profoundly impactful. It is because an unhealed, deeply embedded wound is still speaking, still broadcasting its story, far louder and with more energetic insistence than the radiant, undeniable truth of your inherent worth. This wound creates an energetic dissonance, a subtle hum of self-doubt that obscures your true frequency. There is a sacred chamber nestled deep within the intricate architecture of your heart, a chamber designed for the purest, most expansive love imaginable, one that has been carefully, perhaps desperately, locked for a very, very long time. For some of you, that protective lock clicked into place after the first person you truly, innocently loved chose a different path, a different soul, leaving an imprint of rejection that echoed for years. For others, it was after a relationship that began with the breathtaking promise of a miracle, a celestial alignment, only to unravel into a devastating collapse, leaving behind a crater of disillusionment. And for a significant number of you, that chamber was locked not even in this lifetime, but in a past life, a forgotten trauma, a poignant narrative that your conscious mind may no longer remember, but one that your somatic body, your very cellular memory, still profoundly carries the echoes of. That precious chamber holds the original, pristine template of your boundless capacity for sacred, divine love, an uncorrupted blueprint of your highest potential for union. And as long as its doors remain tightly sealed, even the most perfectly aligned soul, your divine counterpart, cannot energetically get close enough, cannot truly reach the deepest, most vulnerable, and most magnetic core of who you truly are. They can orbit, but they cannot truly land. This profound insight is what the Arcturian heart wisdom, a higher understanding of energetic dynamics and soul contracts, identifies as the primary, most significant barrier to the manifestation of divine union in your physical reality. It is not, as many mistakenly believe, external circumstance, such as bad timing, or being in the wrong location, or relying on the wrong dating app, or even being perceived as the wrong age. These are mere surface manifestations. The true barrier is an insidious, internal frequency wound that, beneath all conscious intentions, keeps broadcasting a subtle, yet potent, signal into the universe that says, "I desire love with every fiber of my being. I yearn for it deeply. But in my core, I am not entirely sure, at a subconscious level, that I am truly safe enough to fully receive it without being hurt again." This inner conflict creates an energetic push-pull, attracting and then subtly repelling what the heart truly desires. And the heartbreaking truth is that most people, even those on a conscious spiritual path, never truly realize this insidious subconscious dynamic is actively unfolding within them. On the surface, they genuinely believe they are open. They genuinely think they are ready for the love they crave. They diligently go on countless dates. They commit to doing extensive inner work. They faithfully recite powerful affirmations with conviction. And yet, despite all this sincere effort, nothing truly lands. Nothing truly stays. Nothing seems to stick. This perplexing cycle persists because the deep, often unheard subconscious signal, humming beneath all that conscious effort and outward presentation, is still, tirelessly, whispering an ancient, protective warning. Don't come too close. I have been here before, in a place that felt like this. I have been here before, and it hurt me deeply. I will protect myself at all costs, even from the very thing I say I want. This internal barrier, born of past pain, creates an energetic shield. So, the time has come to consciously, deliberately, and with profound intention, unlock these doors. Not all at once, in a rush of overwhelming vulnerability, but one by one, with compassionate awareness and unwavering resolve. Starting now, this journey of liberation is a sacred act of reclaiming your birthright. The first key, the foundational and most paramount of all, is the worthiness unlock, and this one, unequivocally, matters more than anything else that follows, because without its profound activation, every other subsequent key, no matter how diligently applied, loses its true power to open anything meaningful. It is the energetic master key. Before your divine counterpart can fully, safely, and permanently arrive into your physical reality, mirroring your inner state, you must first, with fierce self-compassion and unwavering courage, unlock the deep, often forgotten chamber of self-worth within your heart. This isn't about merely performing worthiness for an external audience, nor is it about intellectually affirming it as a concept you hope to believe one day. It is about actually, profoundly embodying it, integrating it into the very fabric of your nervous system, allowing it to permeate the quiet truths you speak about yourself when no one else is listening, and demonstrating it in the seemingly mundane, yet deeply significant, way you allow yourself to be treated on an ordinary Tuesday afternoon. This sacred embodiment isn't about striving to reach some elusive, perfect standard of self-love that is often sold as a prerequisite. Instead, it is about the courageous, liberating act of dissolving the ancient, pervasive belief that love is something you must meticulously earn through prolonged suffering, through endless waiting, or by painstakingly shrinking yourself small enough, making yourself palatable and unassuming enough that someone might finally, grudgingly, decide you are just worth keeping. This belief is a cage, and you hold the key to its liberation. You, like many deeply feeling souls, came into this life carrying wounds that were absolutely not your fault. These were often inherited, absorbed, or inflicted long before you had the capacity to understand or defend against them. Perhaps you were raised in an environment where love was implicitly, or explicitly, conditional, a fluctuating reward tied to your performance, your compliance, or your ability to keep others comfortable. Perhaps the very first people who were meant to model unconditional devotion and unwavering care, who were supposed to show you what true, expansive love looks like, instead, subtly or overtly, taught you that love always comes at a steep cost, that it arrives inextricably linked with emotional withdrawal, with unpredictable shifts in affection, with the constant, gnawing threat of being abandoned or left behind at any moment. And so, in a valiant, albeit ultimately self-limiting, act of self-preservation, you built the very structure of your heart, your core beliefs about relationships, around that wounded template. You learned, out of necessity, to chase love, to constantly prove your value, to perform tirelessly for affection, to make yourself so incredibly useful, so effortlessly easy, so perpetually available that maybe, just maybe, someone would finally deem you valuable enough, indispensable enough, to decide you were truly worth keeping in their life. But divine love, the kind of soul-aligned union your heart truly yearns for, simply does not operate on that transactional, scarcity-driven frequency. It cannot be earned through arduous effort or self-sacrifice. It can only, truly, and purely be received. And the profound act of receiving requires an unwavering belief not just in your mind, but at the very cellular level of your being that you are already, inherently, and unequivocally worthy of the magnificent love your soul is actively calling into your experience. When this worthiness key finally turns, truly clicks into place within you, something utterly extraordinary, a quiet revolution, begins to unfold. You instinctively stop tolerating what doesn't genuinely honor your spirit, what diminishes your light. You cease explaining your legitimate needs as if they are inconvenient demands or burdensome requests. You transform from someone gratefully accepting mere breadcrumbs of affection into someone who understands that a magnificent feast was always, unequivocally, meant for your table. And that profound, almost imperceptible internal shift, that quiet yet utterly seismic change in your core perception of self, instantaneously recalibrates and elevates your entire energetic broadcast, sending a clear magnetic signal of self-respect and abundance into the cosmos. The second key, equally vital in its transformative power, is the mirror recognition, and this profound understanding, once fully embraced, will fundamentally change how you perceive, integrate, and ultimately release every single relationship, every connection, every encounter that preceded this very moment in your journey. It will illuminate the hidden purpose behind every goodbye. Your divine counterpart, when they arrive, does not come into your life with the mission to complete you, to fill in perceived gaps, or to mend broken pieces within your soul. They are not an antidote to your perceived incompleteness. Instead, they come to confirm you, to bear witness to the radiant, whole, and magnificent being you already are, and are becoming. They arrive as living, breathing evidence of the incredible spiritual distance you have traversed, the arduous inner journeys you have undertaken, and the profound healing you have diligently, often painstakingly, accomplished. They serve as a vibrant reflection of the elevated standards you have consciously raised for yourself, and the deep, unwavering love you have learned to courageously extend to your own being, particularly in the quiet, challenging dark nights of your soul. This powerful key unlocks when you finally cease the exhausting search for someone external to fill the empty spaces you believe exist inside you, and instead begin to understand, with profound clarity, that those very spaces are not emptiness at all. They are not voids of lack. On the contrary, they are sacred, consecrated rooms you have been meticulously clearing out, rooms that were never, in the divine design, meant for loneliness or isolation, but were always intended to become exquisite, hallowed ground for profound, sovereign union. Every single relationship that, for whatever reason, didn't work out as you initially hoped or planned, was not a mistake or a waste of time. Each one was showing you something invaluable about yourself, about love, and about the energetic dynamics you were ready to transcend. The one who consistently couldn't commit, who danced perpetually on the periphery of true intimacy, was, in essence, holding up a mirror to the parts of yourself that might still be unconsciously afraid to be fully chosen, fully seen, fully embraced. The one who offered love conditionally, who dangled affection based on your compliance or perceived perfection, was revealing an ancient, unhealed wound within you that yearned for compassionate witnessing and unconditional acceptance. The one who abruptly left without explanation, leaving you reeling in a void of unanswered questions, was, in a cosmic sense, clearing a karmic agreement, a soul contract that had finally reached its completion, its lesson learned, making space for higher alignment. None of them, truly, were your ultimate person, your divine counterpart, but every single one of them, without exception, served as your sacred preparation, your profound education in the curriculum of divine love. And the transformative moment this key truly turns, the mirror finally gleams clean enough to reflect the truth, is when you can look back at each of these experiences not with lingering grief or bitterness, but with a profound, integrated sense of gratitude. Not because the pain you endured wasn't real or valid, but because you can now clearly perceive the golden thread of purpose, the divine design, running through every single twist and turn of your journey. That is when the reflection of what is actually, truly, divinely meant for you becomes undeniably clear. The third key, a crucial component in clearing the path, is the karmic release, a powerful energetic liberation. Because many of you are still unconsciously carrying ancient agreements, subtle energetic tethers, and outdated contracts in your luminous energy field that were simply never meant to follow you into this expansive, elevated season of your life. These are the energetic anchors of the past, still holding you subtly in place. Some of you, even now, are still energetically tethered, subtly yet powerfully, to someone you haven't spoken to, seen, or physically interacted with in years, perhaps even decades. The relationship itself may have ostensibly ended, concluded in the physical realm, but the energetic cord, the deep soul agreement, did not get fully severed or consciously released. And consequently, every time a new potential connection, a new aligned soul, gently approaches your energetic field, they inevitably bump up against that invisible, yet palpable, wall, that residual frequency, that lingering energetic imprint of an old love that was undoubtedly real, profoundly impactful, and deeply felt, but was never, in the grand cosmic scheme, meant to be permanent. Karmic relationships are not meant to be punitive. They are, in fact, profoundly sacred teachers. They arrive in your life with a purpose: to crack you wide open to new layers of your being, to powerfully activate dormant aspects of your soul, and to show you depths of feeling, of passion, of pain, and of resilience that you perhaps didn't even know you were capable of holding. But it is vital to understand that while they are potent catalysts, they are not your ultimate destination. They are your intensive education, your spiritual apprenticeship, and until you consciously, deliberately, and with profound intention release the energetic agreement, the subtle soul contract that was made between your souls in that prior connection, until you can say, with the full, unwavering resonance of your whole heart, I honor what we were. I deeply respect the lessons we shared. And now, I release what we no longer are, what no longer serves my highest path. A significant part of your precious energetic frequency will always remain occupied, like an open communication channel still broadcasting to an old receiver, leaving less bandwidth for the new, aligned signal to fully arrive. This powerful act of release is not an act of betrayal. It is not an erasure of the love that was real, nor a denial of the lessons learned. On the contrary, it is a profound act of spiritual graduation. It is a clear, unequivocal declaration to the universe, to your guides, and to your own soul. I have received the lesson. I have integrated the wisdom. I am now ready for the next level of my soul's evolution, for the higher frequency of love. And when you truly engage in that sacred work, when you truly do it, not merely as a mental ritual or a fleeting affirmation, but as a deep, resonant, felt experience pulsating in the center of your chest, a visceral shift, a palpable, expansive space immediately opens within your energetic field. This space is tangible, real, and profoundly magnetic, creating a vacuum that inevitably calls forward, with irresistible force, precisely what has been waiting, just outside your field, for the conscious invitation to finally step in. The fourth key, often the most challenging and yet the most liberating, is the divine timing surrender. And this one, more than any other, asks the absolute most of you, because it demands that you place your unwavering trust in something you cannot yet physically see, logically comprehend, or intellectually control. It asks for a profound leap of faith into the unknown. Beyond the frantic calculations and timelines of your logical mind, your heart, your deepest intuitive core, inherently knows the precise schedule. Your mind, that tireless strategist, will undoubtedly argue, will meticulously calculate, will compare your personal timeline to the seemingly perfect journeys of everyone around you, and will almost invariably conclude that something must be terribly, irrevocably wrong with your path. But your heart, connected to the infinite wisdom of the cosmos, knows, and your heart has been operating from the very inception of your soul's journey, in perfect alignment with a magnificent, intricate, divine orchestration, a cosmic dance of synchronicity that your limited human self is only partially, if at all, privy to. The universe, in its boundless love and infinite intelligence, is not arbitrarily delaying your destined love, nor is it playing cruel games with your longing. Instead, it is meticulously, patiently, and lovingly preparing the optimal conditions not just within you, through your current experiences and growth, but also simultaneously within him, in his own parallel journey of healing and expansion, so that when the destined meeting finally does occur, it happens with full, reciprocal readiness on both sides. Because a premature meeting, a convergence of two souls who are not yet fully prepared, who still carry unaddressed wounds, inevitably produces not deep healing and joyous union, but merely more wounding, more karmic entanglements, and more unnecessary pain. And you, dear soul, have already been wounded enough in this lifetime. This crucial key profoundly unlocks when you consciously choose to release the pervasive urgency that often drives the pursuit of love, that desperate feeling that time is running out, or that you are somehow behind schedule. It unlocks when you stop treating your current phase of singleness as a problem to be frantically solved, a void to be quickly filled, and instead begin to embrace it, with deep reverence, as a sacred, utterly essential phase of preparation that is actively, powerfully, and dynamically in service of the magnificent union you are moving toward. This profound surrender does not advocate for passive waiting, for simply sitting idly by. On the contrary, it demands conscious becoming. It means actively, joyfully, and deliberately filling your life with so much genuine aliveness, so much authentic purpose, so much personal beauty, and so much expansive growth that when your divine counterpart finally arrives, he is not stepping into a barren space of perceived lack or an anxious void waiting to be completed. He is, instead, entering a life that already knows its own profound abundance, a vibrant garden already overflowing with its own unique bloom, ready to share, not to take. The fifth key, a truly transformative step, is the magnetic embodiment. And this is the magnificent stage where everything you've been diligently building, every piece of inner work, every conscious shift, finally converges and arrives at its full, undeniable, irresistible power, transforming you into a living magnet for divine love. Divine love, in its purest, highest form, does not respond to desperation, to frantic chasing, or to a clinging neediness that often stems from unhealed wounds. It responds, with absolute precision, to resonance. You cannot force an energetic signal into alignment by merely wanting it more intensely, or by trying to mentally will it into being. You can only become the frequency itself, fully, authentically, unapologetically, without pretense or performance, without a single mask, and in doing so, you allow the perfectly matching signal, the precise vibrational match of your divine counterpart, to naturally and inevitably find you. This powerful key unlocks when you consciously make the profound shift from broadcasting your energetic signature from a place of lingering wound, from the echoes of past pain and perceived lack, and instead begin broadcasting from the vibrant, whole, and abundant frequency of your inherent wholeness. It means moving through your daily life not as someone perpetually waiting for your true life to begin, waiting for another to validate your existence, but as someone already actively living a life that is, by your own sovereign declaration, undeniably worthy of the most sacred love. It manifests when you consistently treat yourself, in every small and grand gesture, with the same profound tenderness, the same unwavering respect, and the same conscious intention with which you deeply desire to be treated by another. It is evident when you begin to speak about your future, not with tentative hope or anxious possibility, but with an unshakable certainty, with a deep knowing that transcends mere longing. You become the living prayer. Because here is the profound, timeless truth that the Arcturian consciousness has always understood with crystal clarity about the nature of true love. It is not, at its core, a destination you arrive at, a final point on a map. It is, fundamentally, a vibration. It is a living, breathing, energetic state of being. And therefore, you are not passively waiting to arrive somewhere, or for someone to magically appear and complete you. You are actively and powerfully calibrating your own unique energetic signal, fine-tuning your inner frequency to such a degree of resonance that their arrival into your physical reality becomes not a possibility, but an absolute inevitability, a natural response to the universal law of attraction. The sixth key, often deeply misunderstood, is the separation wisdom, a profound insight into the divine purpose of periods of distance. Because for some of you, your divine counterpart is not an unknown stranger who hasn't arrived yet. You have already met him. And what you are currently experiencing, this period of seeming distance or disconnection, is not, in the cosmic order, an ending. If you find yourself in a phase of profound distance from your divine counterpart, whether that distance manifests as physical separation across miles, as an emotional chasm that feels impenetrable, or as a spiritual disconnect that leaves you questioning the very existence of your bond, know this with absolute certainty. Twin flame separation is not a punishment for perceived mistakes, nor is it a sign of failure. It is, in its highest spiritual truth, an intensive period of preparation. The space that currently exists between you, that perceived void, is not empty or barren. On the contrary, it is profoundly full. It is full of the essential, often arduous, inner work that both of you are being powerfully called to do independently, in your own sovereign spiritual journey. This individual purification and integration is so that when the magnificent reunion ultimately happens, it occurs not between two halves desperately running to each other out of a primal need to be completed, but between two whole, self-actualized individuals, consciously and purposefully walking toward each other in a state of empowered wholeness. The pain of this separation phase is undeniably real. It is visceral, it is deep, and it cuts to the core. Do not let anyone, through well-meaning but ultimately shallow spiritual bypassing, diminish, negate, or invalidate the authenticity of that profound ache for you. But know too that this pain, however intense, is not the final word. It is not the ultimate conclusion of your story. It is, in the grand cycle of creation, the powerful contraction before an expansive birth. It is the profound quiet, the hushed anticipation, before a sound that will resonate through every layer of who you are, shaking you awake to a new reality. And the seventh key, the one that weaves all the others together, the one that makes every preceding step complete, integrated, and fully potent, is the reunion readiness. This ultimate, final lock, which guards the doorway to your manifested union, opens not from an external force, but profoundly, irrevocably, from within you. He, your divine counterpart, cannot fully, permanently, and safely arrive into your shared physical reality until that ultimate door is unbarred and wide open from your side. This isn't because divine love is conditional upon your absolute perfection, or that you must achieve some mythical state of flawlessness. Rather, it is because the high frequency of true, sacred reunion, the kind of bond that will elevate and transform both of your lives, absolutely requires both hearts to be standing in their full, sovereign power, in their complete, healed presence, and in their unwavering willingness to be seen, deeply and truly, without any protective armor or veils of illusion. This final, most exquisite key effortlessly turns when you have diligently, compassionately, and courageously done the sacred work associated with all of the previous 6 keys. It turns when worthiness is no longer a fluctuating question, but an undeniable, embodied truth in your every cell. It turns when all karmic debts and lingering energetic agreements from the past are consciously cleared, dissolved, and released from your field. It turns when the urgency of timing is completely surrendered, replaced by an abiding trust in divine orchestration. And it turns when your magnetic embodiment, your living, breathing truth, is so full, so authentic, and so vibrantly real that there is simply no remaining resistance, no energetic friction between you and the magnificent, preordained union that is already indelibly written in the luminous tapestry of your soul. And here, in this culmination, is the profound truth that this entire message, every word, every insight, every call to awakening, has been meticulously building toward. Here is the distilled essence of what everything you have suffered, everything you have courageously released, everything you have miraculously survived in the sacred name of love. Here is what it has all, profoundly, been for. It was not in vain. You did not journey this far, through the valleys of despair and over the mountains of transformation, by accident or by mere chance. Souls like you, the deeply feeling ones, the old souls, the empaths, the starseeds who perceive and experience life with an intensity that often feels overwhelming, who have bravely chosen the incredibly hard, often solitary road of staying open and vulnerable when closing off. Hardening and retreating would have been immeasurably easier. You, my dear soul, were not made for ordinary love. You were not destined for a connection that simply exists on the surface. You were profoundly made for the kind of love that doesn't just feel good, that isn't just a comfortable companionship, but the kind of catalytic love that actively, powerfully, and irrevocably changes both people at their deepest core. The kind of love that doesn't just bring momentary happiness, but actually activates, ignites, and accelerates the highest, most authentic version of who you both consciously came here to be in this lifetime. That is not a whimsical fantasy, a hopeful daydream, or a romantic ideal. That is a profound soul contract. That is a divine agreement, etched in the stars, woven into the fabric of your destiny. And that contract, unequivocally, has your name on it. He, your divine counterpart, is not a distant stranger who simply hasn't arrived yet, a phantom figure awaiting creation. He is, in the energetic realms, a potent frequency, a vibrant vibrational signature that is already, at this very moment, in undeniable motion toward you. Every conscious step you take toward your own profound healing, every layer of past pain you gently release, every false, limiting belief about love and your worth, you courageously dissolve. Every single morning you choose, against the ingrained impulse, to open your heart a little wider instead of pulling away and closing down. Every single one of these seemingly small acts matters immeasurably. It is all working, perfectly, precisely, in the grand design. The universe is not apathetic or indifferent to your sacred love story. It is actively, meticulously, precisely, and with boundless love, engineering the exact conditions for it to magnificently bloom into your physical reality. You have not been forgotten, overlooked by the cosmic design. You have not been passed over for a lesser destiny. You have not loved too much, or needed too much, or yearned for something that is somehow beyond what your life is allowed to hold, or what your soul is capable of receiving. You have simply, patiently, and courageously been navigating a sacred, intensive preparation phase that most people, out of fear or lack of awareness, never have the profound courage, tenacity, or spiritual stamina to fully stay in and complete. And you stayed. You are still here, standing at the precipice of this new beginning. That means something profoundly significant, something truly miraculous. That means the signal you are broadcasting is stronger, clearer, and more magnetic than ever before. That means the door to your divine union is not just ajar. It is nearly, beautifully, irrevocably wide open. Tonight, if your heart feels a gentle, undeniable call to connect more deeply with this truth, before you drift off to sleep, place your hand softly upon your heart, close your eyes, and breathe deeply into the very center of your chest. into that sacred chamber that has held so much joy, so much pain, so much longing, and that has, against all odds, survived so much. And then, with every fiber of your being, with a conviction that resonates from your soul's core, say these words aloud, like you truly mean them, because they are the living truth of who you are and what is destined for you. I am worthy of divine love. I release every pattern, every fear, every limiting belief that has consciously or unconsciously kept me from fully receiving it. I align now, completely and unequivocally, with the union that is already written in my soul's blueprint. I trust in the divine plan. I open my heart fully. I am ready, and let that profound declaration, that act of sovereign self-acceptance, be enough for tonight. Because it truly is. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what's forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then find someone else's comment and respond with encouragement, with love, with recognition. This is not a comment section. This is a field of healing, and love multiplies every time two hearts choose to witness each other. If this message reached something in you that needed reaching, share it. Someone in your life has been carrying the same ache and waiting for the same permission to believe again. Be the one who sends it to them. And if you felt a pull to stay close to this space to keep receiving, subscribe. You are not here by accident. You are here because your heart led you here, and we are just getting started.